Yes.
Is it only Tanya or all like different?
Any books. Any Torah, especially Tanya, because Tanya is Chassidut and is deep, touching your neshama.
Really, really good.
The uniqueness, yes.
Some girls are asking what's Tanya. How do you explain?
Tanya is the first book. Maybe one day we're going to give a whole class about it, and I love it. You're going to be mesmerized after this class. Usually it changes the human being essence. Tanya is the first book that's talking about the soul of a human being and how they address all the obstacles that we have with anger, with jealousy, with everything that the soul have in a positive ways and a negative ways. How do we address? Because our soul, our body contain two souls. One of them is the Yetzer HaTov, one of them is the Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, the good inclination, and they're always fighting. Who's going to be in control? The good one or the bad one? So Tanya comes to clear up the path, to create the path how to overcome the obstacle in spirituality and physically for 120 years. But this for different topics. It's a beautiful topic. We're going to keep it to later. Gentlemen, ladies, I'm going to end with this story. A personal story. I shared that maybe 2 days ago. And I just remind, and I want to share it with you. And listen to the message. And I believe that this is a great message to all of us. It was 21 years ago when I had yeshiva in Eretz Israel. Now the yeshiva got closed down. Now the yeshiva didn't get closed down. I left the yeshiva. Ask me why did I left the yeshiva? I was the Rosh Yeshiva. I had me and my previous Rosh Yeshiva partnership. We both Rosh Yeshiva. We both went for the open yeshiva. The only reason because there was money issue. It cost a lot of money, and I didn't want to send like today. You're going into tuition, and if you don't pay the tuition, no, I don't know, some yeshivot, they kick you right away out. I mean, you don't care that I'm going to go to public. I had no heart to do it. I will never kick out anyone because of money issues. But how are you going to bring money? So the only way is to go to collect money outside of the world. I didn't like to collect it. I felt that my mission in life is to teach Torah, and not to collect money. I didn't want to do it. So I had no choice, and I told my wife, let's open Igrot Kodesh. Igrot Kodesh is the books that the Lubavitcher Rebbe gave answers for 44 years. There are many books. And listen to this, me and my wife opening the books. We went to the mikveh, we wash hands, we give charity. Now, we opened the books. Abraham, when we opened the book, what did the Rebbe answer? The Rebbe answered to us, listen to the answer to coincidence. Mikre is no Mikre, Rek Hashem. That was divine from Borei Olam. The Rebbe is blessing this rabbi that came from Israel. And the Rebbe sent them a letter and said, I want to bless you for coming to New York in United States. To become a rabbi in community. And to be successful, to inspire thousands of people back in Teshuvah. And I'm looking at my wife and I said, Shlomit, we got the answer. New York, I had no intention to go to New York. I had no position to go to New York. And the Rebbe, what? You're going to New York to find a job to become a rabbi. Okay. So my wife looked at me and said, V'kesef minalan, we had no money. Zero money. Broke completely. How do you pay the tickets? 3 days later, I'm getting check on my mail. How much is the check? $2,100. From who? From one of my students when I was a rabbi in Hong Kong. His name is Ezra Dabach, the owner of Children's Place. He sent me a check. Now I didn't speak with him for 1.5 years. How did he know my address? I called Ezra, I said, Ezra, we didn't speak for, I left Hong Kong 1.5. I said, why you send me this check? He said, Rabbi, worry not. I don't know, this week I was thinking about you. I got your address from the Shaliach, from the rabbi in Hong Kong, and I decided to send you a check. And then, it was no holidays, no Rosh Hashanah, no Chanukah. In the middle of the road, when you get stuck, you get check. I got the check, I opened the check. My wife, I looked at my wife. We got the answer, we got the cash, we got the cash, we got the cash. I went in and I bought 3 tickets. One for me, one for my wife, and one for my son. He was under 2 years old. You pay only 10%. How much the ticket alone was? $1,800. How much money left? $300. You know what I said? One day when I'm going to come to America, if I'm going to be successful, I'm going to have stories to my children. I start with $300. You know these stories? You know what's exactly the problem? When you fly in El Al, nothing left. When I came into El Al overweight, how much money they took? $300. Borei Olam. I came in, I have a greater story. I came to America with $0. Now, listen to this. My sister came to pick me up from the airport. Now, years before, I was a rabbi in Orlando, so I had a broken English, but I spoke English. So when we came in to Avenue in East 12, my sister used to live in Avenue U in East 8. She said, Asher, can you go into the store to buy grocery? Okay, I went to the store to buy grocery. And it was a Chulon, a store, an Israeli store. You remember the store?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, over there everybody, the name is Israeli, but all the worker is American. What's American? Cold like ice. And everything is computer, everything is this, nice. Nobody is bad, but no personal attention. I just came back from Israel that we were from the hood, the Israeli hood. Everybody feel at home. You know, people is opening the door, nobody's knocking the door even. Like Bukharian. You know when Bukharian came to my house, nobody's knocking the door. I'm in the middle of the kitchen. The guy, Rabbi, I was looking. What are you doing here? I don't know, in Russia also they have no tradition to knock the door. I thought only in Israel. Nobody's knocking the door. Now, Baruch Hashem. So I'm walking in. It was next to Chulon, another store. I said, I'm going to go to check the other one. I was so scared because Arabic music, nargilot all over. I mean, I thought that I'm in Gaza. Hezbollah. Everybody, I'm walking in, Habibi, Ana Mahibbak, everybody speak. I said, what? Allahu Akbar. I said, what? What exactly? I see mezuzah. I said, I don't understand, they're Jews, they're not Jews. So the guy said, we are Syrian Jews. I said, okay, Baruch Hashem. Thank God, I spoke with this Mordechai, the owner of the store, Mordechai Shashati. Maybe 1 minute, 10 seconds, me and him hugging each other, kissing. In 1 minute, he told me, Rabbi Vaknin, you don't have to pay. Pay in 30 days, like in Israel. In Israel, we never paid. We have accounts, we write, once in 30 days we pay. The grocery. Nobody paid like today. He said, Rabbi Vaknin, I told him I just moved from Israel. He said, don't worry. I will help you in the beginning. You don't have to pay in the end of the month. We're going to open you a chart. I said, wow, I love this guy. This is Israel, Baruch Hashem. He said, Rabbi Vaknin, by the way, I have a wedding tonight, I'm getting married. Please, the chilak, don't be late. I said, don't be late, okay. Where's the wedding? You give me the address. I said, it's not nice. The guy opened me a chart, he's giving me credit. You know, I don't have even credit, he's giving me a credit, Baruch Hashem. I'm going to the weddings. Now, Syrian, they tell you don't be late. 7 o'clock, promptly. How do you call it promptly? Promptly. Okay, promptly. Okay. Now, I was there 7 o'clock promptly. Where? In Staten Island. I went from the boat, and you don't understand what, together. Now, 7 is there, nobody show up. 8, nobody show up. 9, nobody show up. 10, nobody show up. 10:30, the groom is, the bride is walking in. Now I'm waiting over there for 4 hours alone. I didn't believe. If you think that Bukharian, they're bad. Bukharian tell you 7, they start 8:30, 9 o'clock. Syrian, they tell you 7, they start at 11. Because of that, the owner of 7-Eleven is a Syrian Jew. They start at 11, and happened to be that Shashati. He liked Chazanim. He bought 4 of the best Chazanim in the world. Each one of them got paid thousands of dollars. So each one of them, the wedding finished 1 o'clock. I'm there from 7 until 1. Only the chuppah finished. I went back home. Day later, I see him. He said, Rabbi Vaknin, I didn't believe that you're going to show up. You really surprised me. I met you 1 minute. 5 minutes later, I invite you to the weddings. You came in. Unreal. Are you looking for something? I said, why, you have something to offer? He said, yes. We need mashgiach. The store need mashgiach. I said, I'm sorry. I opened the Igrot Kodesh of the Rebbe, and the Rebbe said that I'm looking for a community to become a rabbi in a community. I didn't come from Israel to become a shgiach. He looked in, I showed him the letter and the pictures. He said, Rabbi Vaknin, the rabbi of our communities, Young Achiezer, one is the second biggest community in the Syrian community. The second biggest synagogues. They have Sha'arei Tzion and Achiezer. Young Achiezer, 120 members. On a weekly basis, unreal. Full house. So the rabbi just left 3 days ago to Israel. Rabbi and Shabbat Chatan, you come to us. What's the chances that Moroccan rabbis, Chabad Shliach, broken English, will come 3 days and find a job in the Syrian community that usually they lock down, nobody can come from outside? I said, Rabbi, you're moving fast. Why? I opened the letter, 3 days later, I got the cash. 3 days later, I got the communities. 1 week later, I'm in New York already, rabbi in the Syrian community, and Baruch Hashem. What's the message? The message is not only that if you write to the Rebbe will provide, and he's going to be, how do you call it, the pipe, the vessel to give you the answer of God. When something meant to be, it meant to be. And if this is your time to shine, the whole world is going to change to help you to make it. When you're supposed to get married, you're going to get married. No, Rabbi, Bet Mazal, it's not Bet Mazal. And it's not Ayin Hara, and it's not Negara. You're not yet supposed to. But in the time that you're going to be supposed to get, you're going to get unlimited shidduchim, unlimited connections, unlimited. And you're going to, why? Because when something meant to be, it meant to be. When I was supposed to be a rabbi in these communities, the Rebbe himself opened and gave me the blessing. And Borei Olam, the Almighty God, the Rebbe opened all the pipes. Borei Olam, the Almighty God, put in the head of Ezra the Bach to send me checks. And then a minute later from Chulon, a good place, amazing place. I don't know why I didn't like it. I moved one store, Shashati, Arabic place. And 3 days later, the rest is history. I became for 10 years a rabbi in the Syrian communities. You hear that? When something meant to be, but rabbi, business is not successful. You know why? Because it's not meant to be yet. When the business is going to be meant to be, you're going to see money flying on you all over. You're going to call God, Borei Olam, it's too much. The Brinks is coming too often, twice a day. The Brinks, you know what the Brinks? Can't carry the money. They will take you on the Brinks. Suddenly you're going to have unlimited wealth. Suddenly shidduchim is going to fly. You don't know what to choose, Rabbi. I'm confused. I have too many shidduchim. Last year it was not even one shidduch. This year already 26 offered. I don't know what to do. Which one is good? Which one is not good? Which one to choose? Why? Because when he meant to be, Me'ashem mitzadei gaver konami. Ladies and gentlemen, the Oel, the resting place of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, is 20 minutes away. For me, it's 15 or maybe 12 minutes away. Israelis, we're not driving fast, we're flying slowly. But for you, perhaps, the American people that drive in 10 miles an hour and waving like the president, it might take 20 to 25 minutes. Another 10 minutes away. It's here. Go there Thursday night. Every Thursday night we have a group, a big group. For ladies and gentlemen, full dinners. Every Thursday night, after the class, we're sitting down, and anyone that want to have questions, want to write and to get directed, with God help, only God help. We are only here to serve Hashem. Only here to serve Hashem. And we are only here to direct you to Hashem. But tzaddikim can make it much easier. A righteous person can open pipe much faster. And being shliach of the Rebbe, being chassid of the Rebbe, the answer was direct. And the minute that the answer was direct, the whole world changed to make the path ready. So the first message is, when you get stuck in the middle of the road, what do you have to do? A, to pray, and B, to say chapter of the Tanya, or chapter of Tehillim, or chapter of Chumash, or chapter of Gemara, daily page. Speak about Torah. And the second message is, remember that when you're meant to be, you're meant to be. A minute that you have the moment that your mazal will shine, nobody's going to stop it. Yes?
Yeah. Is there a specific chapter that you have to read or psalm in the Tehillim?
Very nice. Very nice. Depends. If you're going to ask me in details, I will search for you, yes. In general, all the chapter is good. I will tell you which one is the best, and none of you is going to like this answer.
119. Yeah?
119 is the best. You know why nobody likes this chapter? You see, when I'm asking ladies, gentlemen, they don't have this problem. Because gentlemen are obligated to pray 3 times a day. Shacharit, Mincha, and Arvit. But women, they have obligation to pray how much? Once. Which tefillah you love the best? Arvit. You know why? 5 minutes later it's bad. Nobody choose Shacharit. Shacharit is good. Arvit is good. We like the short life. The shortcut, I'm sorry. The shortcut. Something that is short. Give me a short chapter, and I will tell you why. Chapter 119. 119 is the best chapter. And I study it in my own flesh and blood. That 119 is the best. When I went into the immigration to make the test to become American citizen, perhaps, to get the passport, right? Until then I had green card. Now I'm American, perhaps. Now I can vote for
Donald Trump? Donald Trump?
obvious. Donald Trump and his friends. I'm going to vote. They tried to take him down, he cannot take him down. Hashem is Barak, they shoot over there. Hey, the guys, fight, kapara, fight, kapara, fight. The best president in the history of America to Israel. We have to admit it. To the Jews and to Israel. Why not? We have to be honest. Borei Olam is the messenger of God. Hashem Yitbarach is the one. But now I can vote. And my vote is coming, perhaps. I will go there with Papillon. You know Papillon? I will put Papillon and I will walk in slowly. Now, when I went out to become a citizen, they ask you 3 questions. What's the 3 things that they ask you? A, to speak English. So that one, Baruch Hashem, thank God, with the mercy of God, I have no issue. B, to read English. That one is also, I'm not so good like speaking, but you know, I'm not so bad like beginner. So okay, I know how to read. But to write? Nothing. 22 years in America. I'm still asking somebody to write my checks. Send me text messages. My wife, she's the one. She's writing everything. I don't know how to write. And this is part, integral part from the test. You cannot skip it. So this woman is looking at me. She said, no, I already studied all the questions. I got, you know, when you study Torah, the questions take you 1 hour with all the answer. In 1 hour. It didn't take me a few days. It took me 1 hour. I know already. I said next. To read Baruch Hashem. But what am I going to do with the writing? How can you practice? You cannot. I will forget. My wife told me a rule. What's the rule? Remember the ABC. Remember the ABC. And then when you hear something, New York. Right? Peace. California. You have to break the word and you write what you hear. Okay, I did it. Guarantee that I miss all the grammar. A, E, U, Pu, all of that I missed. Nothing. She looked at me, she said, you're missing. I said, ma'am, why do you test me? She said, what's the meaning? I said, why you test me? I'm American. She said, no. So what do you want me to write like American? I don't understand. Do you understand what I'm writing? She said, yes. I said, Baruch Hashem. I understand, you understand, life is amazing. What is it? She looked at me, she said, you're chutzpan, but you are right. She was so upset, you don't understand, she took me in, she went to the manager, this chutzpan is telling me what to do my job. I said, I'm sorry, I was writing everything. And this is what my writing. Behemet, it was nice. No connection to reality, but it was nice. From there, I understand how much is important the Aleph Bet. You know why chapter Kuf Yutet is important? Because in Kuf Yutet, you have Aleph 8 times. You have Bet, all the Pesukim start. The first Pasuk, the first 8 verses with Aleph. The second 8 Pesukim with Bet, Gimel. When you finish Kuf Yutet, you said, God, I don't know how to pray for you. I'm not citizen, perhaps. I'm a simple Jew. But I give you all the letters. You're going to scramble it, and you're going to do whatever is right. What a pure tefillah. You know what chapter is? Am I going to take you 5 to 10 minutes a day But at least you say, God, I give you all the alphabet. I give you any version and any possibility to pray. If you're praying only for one, so it's good for shidduch and it's not good for that. It's good for long life, but it's not good for this. It's good for healthy life. It's good for children. It's good. Each one of them is individual. Kuf Yotet is a master key. You know what the master key? Key that opens all the doors. So if you're asking me individual, call me tomorrow, send me a message, I'm going to give you anything. If you're asking me one question, Rabbi, which chapter of Tehillim is the master key? Master key, open all the doors. Save the puzzle, the car, America, open everything. You know, one key that opens everything. I will tell you, Kuf Yotet, 180. Ladies and gentlemen, every time you study Torah, you become a new human being. Becoming a new human being, meaning that the decree of yesterday is on somebody else. Don't change your place. Don't change your name. Come to Monday night. And Be'ezrat Hashem, Chudah Chat, Chudah Bashkur. And the next 1 month for 3 months. You're all going to be engaged. 6 months for 9 months for some ladies special, not 9 months. We need a little longer. 6 to 9 months for the Chat under your chuppah. My name is Rabbi Vaknin, and I approve this message. Thank you very much.